Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. It's making me thirsty.
Hello there, meine Damen und Herren. My name is Jason Fabus, and this is my polka band, West Coast Prost. We're going to do a little number for you that I think you might know. So if you're sitting at home, sing along with us. Here's the beer barrel polka. Ready, boys? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Now, if that doesn't get you in the mood, Mike, nothing will.
Nothing will. Hey, you are correct. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. This is Mike, the Northwoods Beer Guy. And as always, I am joined by Jim.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Another fine day in paradise.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty intrigued today again, just because, a couple weeks ago we did the German Oktoberfest.
Yes, we did.
And I think we can safely say they tasted very similar. I mean, across
But very good.
Across all three, Oktoberfest, Festbier, and Märzens, if you want to say that. I know that's typically your Oktoberfest, but they were very similar in taste. Color, they were different, but they were similar in taste.
Right.
Now we're going to visit the American versions.
Yes.
I am pretty sure it's going to be, they look similar and taste vastly different.
I think you're right. I'm going to take your word on it just because we have tried these in the past years.
Yep.
But I thought it'd be good to maybe circle back around again.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know taste buds kind of get, what's a good word, overtaxed by some of the beers we've tried.
No.
So now we've got a clean slate. We've tried some German Oktoberfest. Now we can try some American. And now we're going to be able to tell all the listeners exactly what's the best and sort through all this.
There you go. Yeah, and these are, again, the 2025 versions. And now there could be a couple maybe. I'm not sure that we haven't had. I know there's some we haven't had on the podcast before.
Okay, yep.
But yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be interesting, because just thinking back, like I said, to the German ones, they were all very, I don't want to say in the box, so to speak. They're all in the same lane.
Yes. So
as far as flavor went.
But I think how that helps is that set the bar for us, because those are from Germany, and that is exactly how I think the original makers of the beer wanted their beer to taste.
Correct. I agree.
So now we're going to be able to see, did they meet that bar or did they fall a little bit short?
Yeah. See how they tweaked it in the right and wrong way. So,
yes. Let's hope in the right way.
Well, and the thing I'm noticing too, remember then we had a number of them that were in bottles and then like one can, where this time they're all cans except one bottle.
Right. So good catch right off the bat too.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
I don't know if you see the ABVs too. I mean, we're all...
Oh, once again, they're within, 0.6 of each other.
Right. All seven of them.
So that's kind of interesting. So at least they're staying together.
Yes. And I think they're the overall, because I think we did the research between 5 and 7%. And these all are, so at least for the first check in a box, they're within.
They've met that.
Yes. Because this does not include the one that we keep looking for, is the Märzens that's bourbon barrel aged.
Yep, exactly.
That might be on a future episode.
Yeah, we got to keep looking, see what we can come across. I'm hoping like crazy we can find the same one we had last year.
Yes.
We had 2 last year, so hopefully we can find them both.
Right.
It'd be nice if we found 3 or 4, but 2 would be fine.
We're not asking for much.
Right, exactly.
All right, well, what do we got first?
Let's get going. So the first one we have is by Lakefront Brewing out of
Milwaukee.
And this is their Oktoberfest Märzens Lager. Amber red color and malty body makes this an excellent German-style lager. And this is 5.6% ABV. And it's got a guy and lady dressed up in their lederhosen and their dirndl, I believe is how you say the dress. And again, the blue and white diamond pattern, which is synonymous with Oktoberfest.
Yep. I think our next beer actually has that same pattern at the top, too, on the can. So that's a good sign.
Yeah. That's kind of one of those.
They're getting a 0.10 or 0.1 for following in line with the German style. So that's a good sign.
It seems like, at least that carried over. So that's good. All right. So let's pour this out here. We're back to our Prost taster glasses.
Yes. Prost. All right. Well, it looks like beer.
Yes. It's not quite as dark as I was expecting.
Yes.
I mean, it is kind of a reddish color, I guess, but it's darker than some of the German ones were.
Yes.
So that smells like an American Oktoberfest. Very malty and aroma.
Not bad, though. Not much flavor, though.
No, it's got, for the amount of malt aroma,
right?
I was expecting higher,
more
malty taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's not a lot of flavor.
Not a lot, really. Kind of a little bit of a disappointment.
Yes,
I'd still drink it, but it's still kind of leaves me wanting more.
Right. I mean, I don't think you're gonna. I wouldn't turn it away because I mean the finish is smooth. There's no bad aftertaste, but there's just not a lot of flavor.
No, and there's like, man, I don't know how to describe it. On the tail end, there is a little bit of a, I don't want to say skunky, but it's just a little hint of something. It's not, I shouldn't say skunky, it's not skunky, but there's just a little off flavor maybe. But I just wish there was more flavor.
Yeah, what are you thinking on a score?
I'm going to go like a 2.3. I'm setting it up so I don't kick myself.
You're already thinking about it.
Again, aroma, very good. Color was decent, you know, for an American Oktoberfest. Flavor just was a little low, I guess. I guess for the amount of the aroma, like I said before, I was expecting more malty flavor, and it just didn't have it. So
right. So I guess I might be going against how we've always done it in the past, where the beer stands alone on it by itself against all other beers. And I might be a little biased now since I know what the German beers at Märzens are tasting like. So I might be comparing mine to that.
Then it would go significantly lower.
Right.
If I knew that's what we were going to do.
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm going against what we've always done.
Yep.
So I might have some bias in my scoring.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to go a 2.0 for the exact reasons you said. The aroma was good, but that taste, I mean, there wasn't a lot there.
No. You know, and I should have looked this up before we drank it.
Okay.
But now, this is the 2025 version, and they did not have, I'm looking on Untapped, ladies and gentlemen, and they didn't have a description under that, but they had it under the normal, you know what I mean, for this beer. And it says it's a radiant copper orange hue and rocky off-white head of our traditional Märzens-style lager, comes from generous amounts of Munich malt. Caramel malt aromas complement the German lager yeast's slightly floral aroma. Mount Hood hops balance the substantial malt body, while the lager yeast add a subtlety to the flavor, making this a great rendition of a classic German lager. Prost. A lot of that I didn't get.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not fully bought into that.
I would agree 100% with you, dude. I wish it had more flavor.
Yeah, that's the main thing. We're always looking for flavor.
Yeah, and I know we're always sticklers, so to speak. That's kind of our big, what we like to see is the flavor, taste, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it could have used a little more.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a disappointment. But at least we'll work our way up to better ones. So we start a little lower.
It could be. So we're hoping. So, well, I guess we might as well just jump into the next one.
Yeah, I mean, because we got to get some flavor. So that was just like water, basically.
Right. So the next one we have is from Schell's Brewery, and that's in Minnesota.
Minneapolis,
New
right?
Ulm. New Ulm, Minnesota. Okay. Yep.
All right.
And this is a 5.8% and 20 IBUs.
Ooh.
Now, once again, on Untapped, they had a description for this one. It says, the Oktoberfest or March. Remember, from the German episode.
Yes.
Type of beer was originally brewed in March and laid down in caves before the summer weather rendered brewing impossible. Stocks would be drawn upon heavily during the summer and exhausted by October. In Germany, this tradition has come to be associated with one specific style, Oktoberfest beer. B-I-E-R.
Beer.
Let's see. In keeping with true German tradition, August Schell Oktoberfest beer is brewed just once a year. Brewed with the perfect balance of pale Munich and Carapils malt with Liberty and Pearl hops to create a rich, smooth taste.
Nice. Well, that's a lot of words.
Well, again, the thing that's kind of cool is some of the questions that I bomb at usually were a couple weeks ago that we talked about it. And here it is in this beer that they talked about it. So
that's good. So
see,
we're wrapping it together and educating.
Once again, you entertain and educate.
There you go. The head is a little bit golden.
A
little bit different. It's not white.
No, and this one's a little bit darker than the first one.
Right.
I would say this is getting more to that color that we're used to.
Yes.
Again, malty aroma.
Yeah, not a lot of aroma, but
No.
a little bit.
That's got a different flavor. See, this is what I was talking about before. The German ones are all kind of in the same lane for flavor, and the American ones are all over the board.
Yeah, it's not a lot of flavor, but
No, but it's not what if you blind taste tested this, I probably would have a hard time guessing this is an Oktoberfest.
yeah, because I mean the flavor's so muted. Whatever that is, I can't describe exactly what that flavor is. Is it the maltiness? Maybe
I don't know. It's kind of yeah. I don't know if. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
if I can, I know it's going in my mouth, and I know there's water going in
You
there.
feel like you're swallowing something.
But I can't really describe what the flavor is.
No, that is odd, dude. These have the look and aroma typically of what we consider an American Oktoberfest, but not the flavor so far. Man,
No, we haven't even scratched the surface on the German Märzens.
right.
Now we know we can actually say that we might be subject matter experts in tasting,
Yeah,
but this doesn't taste like
and
one.
unfortunately, right now the German Oktoberfest are winning handily
Hands down.
right now.
Yeah, I mean that I can't say it's watered down, but I just don't taste. There's no flavor.
No, and to me, it's on the back end. It's got a little bit of a,
Something
kind of
weird.
there's
something.
something odd there.
Yeah, and they had a lot of words in their write up.
Yes, it was a very nice write up. I give them credit by far on that one. But ooh, what kind of score are you thinking on that bad boy?
My predicament is it's not a bad. I don't think it's not horrendous. Could I drink it? Yes, but knowing what I know now about what a Märzens should taste like, I don't think that is a good representation. I could be way off base. I'm just putting it out there. There was no flavor. I mean, I think there's actually less flavor than the first one. I'm going to have to say a 1.9, and not because it's bad, but just because it's not a good representation.
I agree 100%. That finish on the flavor was just bad. Again, like you said, could you drink a can of it? Yes. Would you drink a can of it? Yeah, I don't know. Jury's out on that. I'm going to do a 1.9 as well. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a bad can. We could hope we could give them the benefit of the doubt on that, but yeah, I'm not. The first two are not.
Especially now that we have a very good understanding of the flavor spectrum for the German ones. Now, I guess maybe and that's why I said maybe we're a little biased now that we know that.
Yeah. Now, speaking of, I should have brought this up earlier to you, but I did have a listener reach out.
Oh, okay.
And on social media, when I posted the picture of the German beers that we had.
Okay.
And I will have to look it up and I'll let you know, because he had said, oh, you should have had this one. And I had never heard it. And I said, well, that's a bummer. I said, we couldn't find it here.
Right.
So I'll have to let you know which one it was.
Okay.
But I thought that was pretty cool.
That's nice.
That he reached out and was telling us another one to look out for. So yeah, if you guys have, when you're listening, if you know of
some good beers out
there, let us know, because if we can find them. Yeah. Sometimes that's a little difficult, but we'll see what we can do.
I've been searching my favorite honey holes to see what I can find. So
Right.
I've been searching high and low to pick some of these up. So
Yep. Like I said, it is interesting when they start coming out. And they've started coming out, but it's like you see one or two and then it's just a flood.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens there. So anyway.
All right. So what do we got next?
Now we got a big old stovepipe can
There we
here.
go. All right.
Pint can. This is by Raised Grain.
Okay.
And this is their, I'm going to look up the info here. It is 5.9.
And it's got a weird name to it.
Got a weird name. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Nope, not that one. Talks amongst yourselves while I look.
Doody-doody-doo.
Oh, boy. I tell you, you'd think we'd be more professional than this. Oh, there it was. Where'd it go? All right. Now I'm with it. 5.9% ABV and 22 IBUs.
Okay.
And this is Raised Grain Brewing, and they are out of Waukesha, Wisconsin.
You see what the name of it is?
Yep. Oktoberfest.
Doc.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's the same thing on the can as what's on tap. Precisely delicious, as you would expect a German lager brewed by two doctors to be.
Oh, really?
Malty, smooth and crisp, the perfect brew any day.
Let's hope so.
So we'll see if it tastes as a medicinal taste since they're doctors.
Yeah. Are they doctors like MD or they're like...
Yeah, that's a good question, Jim. I never would have thought of that.
Or DVM, like Doctor Veterinary Medicine.
Yeah, what exactly are you a doctor of? And don't say loves.
Oh, look at that. All right, well, it's got similar color to the first two, so
yes.
It's
and like
similar.
I said, this is in a pint can, so again, you're a little more pot committed when you take this one.
Now, the head is much wider than the first two. It's wider. It's not as golden as the first two.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Not a lot of aroma.
Oh, pretty muted.
Yeah. Well, of course, now remember, the German ones are kind of the same, so let's see.
There is like, they might have, I feel like a whisper of aroma and flavor.
For a second.
Whisper.
For a second there, I thought this is getting to what and then gone. And then just kind of a...
That's like it's a whisper.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. 3
cans in here, you might have ruined me. I might be a strictly German Oktoberfest guy now.
Yeah, this doesn't... You're not going to be scared of this. But there's not a lot of flavor there again.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure... Like that initial, when you first swallow, you get that kind of... What you'd expect.
Right.
But, I mean, it's muted, but it's there, and you think, oh, here we go, and then it's just gone.
It is like, wow, this is...
Man. I don't know, dude. This is
crazy.
This is crazy. I don't understand. I'm scratching my head. I don't get it.
And you get to throw your score out first, too.
I know. That's going to be I'm going to say... This is better than the last one. Is it better than the first one? I'm going to say 2.1. Again, because I think it was on the right track, but then the flavor dissipates real quick. And I'm expecting that big malty kind of flavor that we've known before. Yep. And it's just not there. I'm
disappointed. I thought some of these were going to be better. I'm just not getting the flavor that we're come to expect. And if you're going to, buy a can of beer, especially Oktoberfest, it only comes out once a year. You're going to want some flavor. I'm right. I'm at the same score. I'm a 2.1. It's better than the first two, but only by the slightest of margins.
Right. I agree.
It's not bad. It doesn't taste bad. There's not a bad finish, but there's just not a lot of the Märzens flavor that we're looking for.
Yep. Like I said, and you could drink them. And again, would you drink them? I'm sure you would. If somebody goes, hey, you want one of these? Sure. If that's, not a problem. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. So far, they're kind of...
We 3 strikes and we got 4 more tries. We're not doing good yet.
No. Well, we're trying the best we can.
All right. Well, so what do we got next?
All right. So the next one, and let's see if I can get this in focus.
To work right?
There's on the can.
There's something on the can? All right.
Yep. All right. This is by Third Space Brewing. And does it say where they're out of?
Should be Milwaukee, I think.
Milwaukee, in big letters on the side.
There we go.
And this is their Oktoberfest Märzens style lager.
Okay.
And it says multi lager beer perfect for brisk weather and a festive ambiance. I don't think we don't have a real festive ambiance in the studio here.
Will that affect the flavor?
Nah.
Oh.
Throw on your lederhosen and find your... can you read that last word? That's a big, long German word, and I'm not exactly...
Oh, is that the Gemütlichkeit?
Yeah, whatever that is.
Gemütlichkeit. What is that? That's not the...
No, that's not the...
Is it the top?
No, I don't know. We'll have to look it up and find out. Hopefully it's not a swear word.
No, I think it's part of the wardrobe, I think.
I think so.
I just don't remember which one.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Oh, there we got a little color.
A little more color, yeah. Maybe with this one will actually...
Might actually get us there.
Reach us to where we were expecting to go. Again, the aroma, you can get a little bit of aroma, but not a whole lot.
There's a little bit of flavor there.
A little more.
It's a little more malty, I think.
A little bit more malty, yeah. It still does have a little bit of a bitterness to it, but...
Oh, I do some research here. Quick research. So that German word, it's a concept embodying warmth, coziness, and contentment.
Oh.
Often experienced in good company excluded.
Present company excluded.
Yeah. With a sense of belonging and social acceptance.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Nice.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
Why did it say that?
Because they had to put 4 sentences in there. And they could just use one word.
Right.
See?
So the finish on this seems to linger a little bit.
Yeah. And like I said, it's got a little bit of bitterness on the very finish. I don't know what that's from, but it's just kind of,
Different.
A little different. But it's getting closer.
Yes.
I give them credit. It's getting closer.
I mean, the needle was stuck on the side here. Now it's like inching. It's trying.
Now it's
fighting.
at like a quarter of a tank instead of, almost on E. So.
It's trying to get towards halfway.
Yeah.
It's working. I don't know if we got to halfway yet, but
I don't think so. But we're getting closer. So.
But it's just that it lingers.
Yeah.
And it's not the Marzahn flavor that's lingering. It's the malt or something.
Something lingers. We got a lingerer.
Yeah.
What score are you going to give this one?
Well, I do have to say there is some flavor. Is it the Marzahn flavor that we know to be accurate? No. Is it closer to a flavor that the first three did not have? Yes. So I'm going to have to say a 2.2. I guess so far for me, it is the best one so far, but it's still not there, I don't think, but there's flavor. The first three did not have any flavor. This has a little bit. So I guess that's what I'm going on.
Okay. I'm going to beg to differ.
Okay.
I'm going to go a 2.0. Ooh. that finish on it, that bitterness, that's what stands out to me is that. And I can't, when I taste it, I get that brief maltiness, but then that's quickly overcome with that bitterness.
Yes.
And I just kind of,
You are correct.
So I'm going to go 2.0. Again, it's not terrible. We're not saying that at all, but I just,
there's something.
There's just something. And, and compared to those, and again, we shouldn't, if you wouldn't have brought up comparing it in my head to the German beers, but those were definitely
good. Very good.
And right now so
we haven't found one that's close to them yet.
No, unfortunately.
Darn it. So we're off to the next one.
Yeah. So
my fingers are still crossed that we can eke something out. maybe there's a chance we can do it.
Possibly. You never know. Now, I mean, we've heard of this beer, of this brewery.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that this gives us a little something extra here. So this is Sierra Nevada.
Okay.
And this is their Oktoberfest limited fest beer.
All right.
And they've also got these great big long Störtebeker Braufaktor.
Ooh, say that twice really fast.
6%.
Okay.
26 IBUs.
So what that word mean?
Not sure. I have a description, though. It says, our authentic German fest is a collaboration with, that was the brewery. Whoopsies.
All right. Well,
so it's a collaboration with Störtebeker, or however you pronounce it, an award-winning German brewer internationally recognized for quality and innovation. This modern fest beer leans into a rich, smooth malt backbone with notes of fresh-baked bread and honey. Traditional German hops provide balanced bitterness and herbal, spicy aroma, rounding out the crisp, clean finish. Prost. So we're going to have some honey and some herbs.
Well, at least one of the people making the beer has made an Oktoberfest beer before.
Yeah.
Okay, so now at least maybe we are moving into the right direction
so
here.
We'll see. Hopefully they brought some of that experience.
Yes.
And such to this. Now, this is our first fest beer today. So again, it is a little bit lighter in color.
A little lighter.
Which we would expect. Because the fest beers, especially, even the German ones were kind of that lighter color. Now, the can, like we always said, was the blue and white diamonds. This is black and yellow.
And diamonds.
And diamonds, yeah. So
and the head is very white.
Very white.
Very white.
Well, it's got a little closer aroma to what...
There's not a lot. There's
not a lot,
there's
but
a little bit.
A little bit. For a fest beer, for an American fest beer, this is kind of what I would expect.
Yeah,
it's not super hoppy, but you can get a little bit of that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of flavor. You're not going to get overwhelmed by the flavor.
No.
You get underwhelmed by the flavor, but there's no bad finish. I don't taste anything bad.
Yeah, I don't get that bitterness like I had
with the last
one. I mean, this one on the end, you do get kind of that little bit of a hoppy. I don't know if I'm getting honey.
Yeah.
Where they said about honey. I don't know if I get that at all. But, it's a little bit more of a not, how do I say it? Kind of not good bitterness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I wonder if the honey is making it a little smoother. I wonder if that's...
It could be.
Because I don't really taste the honey, but it's making a little smoother maybe. I don't know.
It could very well be. I don't know. It's not bad at all. None of these have been terrible. I'm not even our scores aren't the greatest, but they're not terrible in any way.
And I honestly can say that I haven't had a beer from the Störtebeker brewery before, so I don't know how the other beers taste. We have had some Sierra Nevada before, and they've always seemed to be pretty good.
Yep, and they've been around a long time. They're a big craft brewery, so I don't know. I guess
you're first.
Boy, where do I put that? I guess I'll go 2.2.
2.2?
Yeah, I haven't used that yet. No, the next two I'm going to really be mad but again, I don't really pick up a hint of honey, which is good because typically I don't care for honey beers, but that's not really what stands out to me. It's what's lingering for me is kind of that little bit of a hoppy flavor.
Like almost like a dryness.
Yes.
My mouth is like a little bit dry.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
But it doesn't taste like a hop. So I wonder, that's what's weird. I mean, because it's not hoppy, but your mouth is dry, so it's hard to pinpoint exactly what's causing it. Because I guess we haven't had many Oktoberfests that have been hoppy like that.
Right.
But I know this is a fest beer, so again, I'm still kind of like... So I guess I'm actually going to say a 2.4. I guess then for me, the reason why I say that is, so of these first 5, this probably has the most flavor. Is it the right flavor? I can't say that it is, but it's the most flavor.
Yep.
So I'm kind of reverting back. I'm stepping in and out of my rules, I guess. It's not bad. I don't think you could be scared away by it because it doesn't have a terrible taste. It's just a little different. It's just like that dry. Could I drink a 6-pack? I don't know if I could. The other ones, I think I could just because there was no bad aftertaste, but there was no flavor. But this one, I don't know if I could drink it anymore.
Yep, I hear you. And like I said, it's just that dryness that it's different. And again, this was our first, I don't know if we have another one, but a fest beer.
Right.
You know, so it should be a little different than the other ones, but it's still, when that has the most flavor so far,
that's scary.
A little bit.
Yeah. We still haven't made a single yet. We're still, we've had some foul balls.
Yeah. We were fouling them off. You know, we're hanging tight.
We're still at the plate, but we haven't really hit anything.
But unfortunately, we just haven't quite got
solid content.
We haven't found our pitch to hit yet.
Yeah. So we're
well, and I lied. This is a fest beer as well.
Oh,
the next
right.
one. So, hey, next to each other.
There we go.
So,
that worked out.
Yeah. So this one, the next one here is by Lake Louis Brewing, and they're out of Verona, Wisconsin.
They moved.
Because they were an arena. And then they got bought out by Wisconsin Brewing.
Okay.
And then they got rid of the Wisconsin Brewing name and went under Lake Louis because they had better distribution.
Oh.
So this is their Oktoberfest beer.
Okay.
The description says, a malty and light lager based on the traditional German style of beer that will bring music to your mouth. And this is 6.4% ABV. And it didn't say what the IBUs were on it. I guess there's more on the can. I don't know if you want to...
Should I give her a whirl?
Give her a whirl, because again, they write things in microprint.
All right, here we go. We love Oktoberfest buyers. I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah, buyers.
But our brewers were flummoxed.
Flummoxed?
Yeah.
They were confused.
Okay, good answer. When choosing between a traditional Märzens and modern Festbier. So they split the difference and crafted an easy drinking lager with a malty backdrop using German heritage malts. I was like, German, you can't, that's like ambiance. Yeah, you can't put that in a can. Okay. It's as tasty as the festive sounds of the tuba section in a oompa band.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
See?
Well,
nice.
And he's got beer spirit spilling out of his tuba.
Oh, yeah, his tuba's full of beer. Wow.
I don't know if I can drink that much.
That dude can party. That can party.
That's like the biggest beer bong we've ever seen, isn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
So this should be a good comparison to the last one to see.
Yes.
Right off the bat, this one is a little bit darker in color.
Yep. Even the head is even a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not the pale white like the last one.
No. So I'm kind of intrigued here.
All right. Fingers are crossed.
Pretty much no aroma. What is the deal with no aroma lately?
They're afraid, I guess.
Must be.
All right. Well,
that's got a little more of a malty.
Yeah. There's some flavor.
That's that's interesting to compare those two.
Yep.
They're both Festbiers, but they taste vastly different.
Yes.
Interesting.
This one doesn't have a dry finish.
No.
This one might be the best so far.
That's kind of where I'm leaning right now.
And I'm not saying that to be derogatory. It might be, because we're just like incrementally working our way up.
It is odd, dude, because you remember the scores we gave the German ones.
They were all in the threes, weren't they?
They were
or three
upper
or higher?
twos, and I think our highest one was like 3.6.
Yeah.
We haven't had anything yet even remotely close to that. But this one is definitely, I think this one is probably the best one so far, which is good. They've had, Lake Louie has some really good beers.
Yes.
Their Warp Speed Scotch Ale is really good. So I'm impressed with this one.
I'd even say, I'm going to go out on a limb, I'm going to say 2.5. I think we found one that hit the middle.
Okay.
Is it where the German beers are? No. Is it got some flavor? Yes. Is it a bad flavor? No. And it doesn't have that dry aftertaste. So I'm just trying to nitpick back and forth. I think it's still okay. I think it's okay. I think you could drink this.
Yeah, I agree. I could definitely drink this. I'm going to go at 2.6.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm really going crazy.
You're really up there.
I like I said, I think this is closer to the flavor that I was expecting.
Yes.
So good job, Lake Louie, because like I said, I could drink. You could drink a couple of these.
Yes,
I could definitely drink a couple cans of this, and not be like,
Right. The only thing that I vaguely remember from the German Festbiers is they seem to have a little bit more of a floral aroma,
yes.
a little bit more. And these two did not have that.
Yeah, you're right. The aromas was almost nothing.
Right.
So yeah.
So that might be the one thing. If they do make these, maybe they could add a little. Just so if they're going to go with the Festbier, I'd maybe add that part to it.
Yep, I would agree with you there.
All right, so we're up to our last one now.
Yep.
And I know we've always had some good beers from this brewery.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, and they don't have I'll go back to the original. Okay, now we have...
Now we got some info?
Yes. Now this is their 2025 version as well.
Okay.
This is by New Glarus.
Nice.
Or as a lot of other states are, the Spotted Cow Company.
Oh. Yes, because they like Spotted Cow.
Yes. This is their Oktoberfest, and it is called Staghorn Oktoberfest.
All right.
6.25%. Doesn't say IBUs.
Okay.
Here's what it says on Untapped. 100% natural, great Midwestern and European malts, the world's most expensive hops, fresh yeast from Germany, and clear Wisconsin water make our Staghorn Oktoberfest Wisconsin's real red. You will find absolutely no additives, preservatives, or artificial agents of any kind in this beer.
Wow.
Staghorn is brewed using the time-honored methods to release the smooth flavor of our roasted malts. This Oktoberfest combines a smooth amber body with a clean, crisp finish. Be sure to hold this one up to the light of any harvest moon and enjoy Wisconsin's real red.
All right.
Now they have, and I don't have any of these, they have pairings on here. Swedish meatballs, Friday fish fry, hearty roast beef, and then cheeses should be Greenfields cow milk semi-soft, washed rind, Saxon cream from the Saxon Creamery. Don't have any of that either.
Well, if you just make some of that food, I'll be happy with that.
I'm sure you would. So, yeah.
All right. Well, after all that, let's hope that tastes good, then.
I'm hoping. And this is the only one we had in a bottle.
Yes.
So.
All right. Well, our fingers are crossed for the last one. That we got one good one.
Yeah, I'm hoping, because with a write-up like that, the fact that there's no preservatives or artificial flavors or anything.
Is that red?
Well, yeah, kind of. It's kind of,
Ish? Red-ish?
Amberish, reddish. I guess I'd say amber, but
all right.
That's just me. Okay.
All right.
You get a little bit of an aroma, not a huge amount.
A little bit.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
I was going to say it's definitely closer to what I was hoping that they were all going to be.
I mean, the finish is smooth. There's not any real flavor that's sticking out.
Right.
So it's all kind of working together really good.
There's no bitterness to it.
Right. Might be the best one of this category.
Yeah. I guess we saved the best two for last.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if you offered me a couple of these, I think I could drink them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I agree with you on that.
And the first three really lacked in flavor. Then we did step it up, but it was kind of a weird flavor. Then we went to the Festbiers, who had a different flavor. This one it's not there, but it's pointing in the right direction.
Yes. Yep.
With the German ones.
Yep. I would agree with you there.
So you get to go first then.
I do like this one. I think this is probably the best one. I'm going to go like a 2.7.
All right.
I think it's just, slightly better than Lake Louis, but it's definitely, I think, the best one today.
Right. I echo everything you said. I mean, it's good. I mean, is it 100% accurate German Märzens? No. But I think that of this category and of these beers, I would recommend if you're a first-time Oktoberfest drinker, maybe start with this one. Because this is the closest, if you don't have access to the German ones, this is probably the closest of this group towards the German. I don't know. What do you think?
I'd agree. I agree with you 100%. I think we ruined ourselves with that German one because, like I said, it set taste expectations.
Right.
And going into, we had talked about it before even then that the American versions, the flavors are all over the board.
Right.
It's just kind of crazy. And yeah, I'd say I'd start with this one. If you've never had an Oktoberfest, people may still be like, oh, that's really malty or really strong or something, but you're going to like this one better. Mm-hmm. Because there really isn't any bitterness. Drink's really smooth, and 6.25.
Yeah,
you can drink a couple of them.
Oh yeah,
for sure, and be fine. So yeah, I agree with you, man.
Yep, and I forgot my score is at 2.6.
Oh, okay.
So that is my best one of the day too. So
perfect. So yeah, I guess again we totally ruined ourselves. Yeah. We should have saved the German ones for last, maybe. Because
I think on a good point for the listeners is. We now, we can actually talk intelligently about the Oktoberfest beers.
Right.
Did we kind of spoil ourselves? Yes. But we're telling, at least the listeners have a very good idea now what we're talking about when we talk about some of these Oktoberfest beers. Because I think, knock on wood, we might be able to have another episode of some Oktoberfest beers in the future.
Okay. Yep.
To see how they measure up too. This wasn't, especially you can just look at our scores. We didn't measure up to the German ones.
No.
This was a little bit of a letdown. And again, like I think you said numerous times, none of these were bad. They're not offensive anyway, but they're just not to that level that the German beers that we say are, that's the gold standard by the Oktoberfest beers. And if that's where they're aiming for, some have some work to go to get there, and others are almost there.
Yep, I agree with you. And like we said earlier, I think the Staghorn and then the Lake Louis, I think were the top two by far. And I guess I'd look at those first. And if you get a chance, try any of them. But if you have never had an Oktoberfest, I would look for a German. One first, but of this group, I'd look for the New Glarus, Staghorn, and then the Lake Louis, and then you'll at least get a decent representation.
Yes, and I do think on our horizon we might be able to find, because it is turning fall.
Yep,
I did find some more squash type.
Oh boy, squish beers.
Yeah, we might be able to wrestle up a few to make another podcast.
Okay.
To see, because I know we did have one a couple.
Yeah, one was last week.
Okay, we did one on
pumpkin beer.
Do I say the P word?
Yeah.
I can say the pumpkin word.
Yeah.
So it was a squash. Now maybe we can find some more because those ones last week were actually decent.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
So I don't know if we're going to be able to be as good. Maybe we'll find out. We're gonna somebody's going to have to twist our arm for the audience,
not real hard, but
to see if we can do something. Because this didn't turn out like I had expected, but
yeah, it's still something. Yes. Like I said, American companies try to take a little hint from. I know you're trying to make your own kind of niche and such, but sometimes if it ain't broke, you shouldn't try and fix it.
You're right.
So yeah. And like I said, Jim, I will, when we get done here, I'm going to look up what that gentleman said online about the one that we missed.
All right.
And we'll have to be on the lookout for another time to see if we can find it. So,
all right. And we probably put it in the comments so everybody can see what.
Yep.
Perfect.
We can definitely do that. So, all right. Well, hey, Jim, thanks for digging up some American Oktoberfest.
No problem.
A couple fest beers. And like I said, we will see if we can find some other ones that maybe are a little bit better.
Hopefully.
How do I say this? Better. So awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. And like we always say, I hope your campfire is always warm
and your beers are always cold.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untapped, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.